everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles. Today we are going to show you 3 of our favorite Valentine's hairstyles. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to our channel, be sure to click right here so you don't miss any of them. And let's get on to the videos. The first Valentine's hairstyle we're going to show you is called the Mermaid Heart hairstyle. And if you guys haven't tried this one before, it's really basic, so it's great for beginners. All you have to know how to do is flip the hair and do 2 braids and you are golden.
Okay, you guys, so this is how I started this hairstyle. I pulled the top part of her hair back. I left about 1 inch above her ears. You can see that I left a couple little just soft face framing pieces I pulled out. And then in the back, I secured it with an elastic and then wrapped it with hair. Okay, so we're gonna take a topsy tail, and if you don't have one, that's fine because you can just use your hands too. But you're basically gonna thread the topsy tail upside down. And then we're gonna put the hair through it. And again, if you don't have this, you just make a hole in the hair and flip it upside down. This is just a little easier way to do it. It hurts a little less, I feel like. And you're gonna flip the hair. Okay, so we flipped it basically from down towards the ceiling. So, and this is why, because when you tighten it down, what you want is that lift. Do you see this natural, like how if I just divide it in half, it almost is just sort of naturally falling into the arches of the heart, and that's exactly what you want. So at this point, you want to divide the hair into 2 pieces evenly, like this, and we're going to work with the right side first. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to start a 3-strand braid. Now on this braid, I'm going to do 3 normal stitches before I add in any hair, and that's just to get that arch of the heart really like together. Like if you start adding in hair, it starts looking messy and it doesn't look like a heart anymore. So make sure you do 3 stitches first. So I'm gonna do 3 strands. There's 1 stitch, 2, 3. Okay, and now I'm gonna reach over, make sure I don't pull that hair. I'm gonna grab a little piece and add it in. Like this. We're only adding into this right side. I'm grabbing another little piece and I'm going to add it in. This is where the mermaid part comes in because this is kind of mermaid stitching, right? You can leave hair out by the ear if you want, or you can pull it back. Up to you. 3. Add it in. Make sure you don't pick up hairs behind. And the last one, 4. And then I'm just gonna go to a normal braid. You can keep doing the mermaid all the way down if you want to. I just am not going to. I just like it on the sides. And finish out with a normal braid and then secure with an elastic. Okay, now we're gonna move to the left side and we're basically just gonna repeat the same steps but on this left side. So 3 sections of hair for a normal braid. Do 3 stitches before you add in. And again, we're just gonna add 4 little sections and then finish it off with a normal braid. When you get down to the end of the normal braid, you're going to combine the 2 ends. So I'm gonna remove this elastic from this side and I'm going to secure them together instead. So right here, I'm just eyeballing this and making sure it looks kind of like it's even on both sides. I'm gonna secure it. Okay, so this looks good to me, but I think that the heart right here isn't accented enough for my taste. So what I like to do is just go back and really give these 3 edges a nice good little tug, like this. I don't pull it through here because then it looks too messy. So it's just the top stitching where you didn't have hair adding in. And I just feel like just tweaking that much really accents the heart. And then the other thing you can do is take a little bobby pin and just reach up and under and pin that down to her head to just have that heart pop a little bit more. So I'm just taking that bobby pin and laying it right here. And then I feel like it just emphasizes the heart a little bit more. And there you go. Okay, let's do the final spin on this heart mermaid hair. Isn't it cute? I love the way it turned out. What do you think, Kylie?
I think it's cute.
The second Valentine's hairstyle we're going to show you today is called the flipped ponytail updo. This one is amazing if you're a little bit older and you're gonna go out with your girlfriends, or you want a romantic dinner with your husband and you want a nice, like fancier updo to wear out for Valentine's Day.
So to begin this hairstyle, we're gonna take some Heritage dry shampoo and we are going to just spray it in the roots of her hair to just refresh it. This is day 3 hair for you, Brooklyn?
Yeah, it is.
So she's got some little oil in it, but that's good because dirty hair styles better usually when you're trying to do updos.
Nice texture.
Yeah. So now we want to part the hair into 3 sections. So I'm gonna go flip her back. We're basically doing a side section here, a side section, and then a little bit bigger section on top. It really doesn't need to be like perfectly straight lines. It's almost slightly better if it's not. I'm just trying to make sure at the end, we kind of want 3 sections and they need to all be roughly even. Once you have the hair roughly divided into 3 sections, I'm just simply gonna pull this middle one out of the way for a second. I want to anchor these left and right ones first. Okay, I'm gonna take this right section and just softly finger comb it back. And if you have little flyaways like this, I'm just gonna hit them with a Flex Hold Hairspray ever so lightly. And I use the Heritage Flexible Hold Hairspray. And that's gonna keep the hair, make it so it's still workable. And I'm gonna bring the hair down right basically to the nape of her neck and secure it with an elastic. Like this. And then I'm going to go back and just loosen it a little bit because we don't want it to look slicked and too tight. We want it to look full and soft and pretty. So we have section 1. Now I'm gonna do this on section 2. And again, I'm just kind of finger combing. I'm using this flexible hold hairspray to just kind of hit those baby hairs and lay them a little bit flatter. I really don't want it super slicked. If you wanted to, for even more volume, you could tap in like this. You could take this Magic Dust texturizing powder and tap it in right here at the root, and that's gonna even add a little more volume and a little more grip right here. Just depends on how much lift you want in your hairstyle. And this, just anchoring and getting these positioned correctly is probably the most important part of the hairstyle, which is why it's taking me a little bit longer to just set it exactly where I want it. And again, I'm gonna go back and loosen this. And this is where having that texture powder really helps because you can tug and pull and it's gonna add a little grip to the hair so that it fluffs without losing its ability to hang in and hold into that elastic. So this last one, this is why we did the center one last. I'm gonna use, if you'll tip your head way back, so I don't want these lines to show at all. So I'm gonna use this hair to kind of fall over those part lines, and we're gonna secure it right here in the center, but that's gonna help hide those so it looks like a cohesive style instead of like 3 segments. And again, I'm gonna use dry shampoo right here to keep that oil down. And then I'm gonna use a little root texture powder. I'm just going to finger comb this back, secure it with an elastic right here in the center. Try not to get these in the way here. We have our hair, we have it all sectioned, we have the placement the way we want it. So now you're going to take one of these sections and you're going to add another elastic, and you add it down just a couple inches down. You're going to make a little hole, or you can use a topsy tail if you have one, either one's fine, and flip it through. So now you have kind of this little bubble. Now here's a trick. We're gonna take this root, this Magic Dust texturizing powder, and we're just gonna tap it in, just ever so lightly, and then we're gonna go back and just pull those edges, and we're gonna really exaggerate this little twist. So we just wanna like make it way puffier, bigger. All this does is it like absorbs into the hair and it just adds a little bit of grip to the hair so that as you're pulling like this, it's less likely to just pull completely out and make a big mess. So when you get it about twice as big like this, then you're going to move down, grab another elastic, and repeat for the length of the hair. So take make another hole, flip it through. So you can see the difference in the way that they look before and after. So again, tap a little texturizing powder in and then just pull those edges. And there's not an exact science to this. There's just kind of a mess with it until it looks good. And then when you get that one where you want it, move down a couple inches and repeat. Okay, so we have this one pretty much done. This last little one was hard to do without the ends popping out, so I just did my best. In the end, it's gonna be all twisted and wrapped up, so you won't see it that obviously. And then we're gonna repeat this exact same pattern on both of these. Okay, we have the left side done. Now we're gonna move to the middle. Same sequence. Okay, and when you finish all four, you have your all four in bubbles, because this is the length of Brooklyn's hair, then you have your 3 sections. Now we are going to take this one, and we're gonna cross it up and over like this, and wrap it down and under, and then bobby pin. Just bobby pin these in place. Then you're gonna take the left one and go up and over as well, and bobby pin it in place. And you can adjust these pins as needed. When we get everything set a little bit better, then we can figure out where we need all the pins. And then on this last piece, the middle one, we're going to just kind of take this and fold it back and forth and tuck those ends to create a nice little bottom finishing piece. And then pin it all where we need everything to sit. Okay, and when you get it pinned the way you want it, you have this lovely, funky, cool, braided, twisted hairstyle. And then you can do some things like take some clips and add them in like this to accent it, just to dress it up a little bit more. Or if you had pearls that you wanted to put all the way across the back, that would look really pretty too. Can't decide if I want to do 2 there or 1 on each side. Okay, so I clipped the 2 barrettes in, 1 on each side, and then it just comes to the kind of the finishing touches and how, like, I like to have a little volume in here and a little texture, and then you can flip it to the front and just tweak what you need to make it look really pretty, or pull out wispies, and you are finished. Just hit it with some hairspray to help hold everything together, and you are finished.
The third Valentine's hairstyle we're gonna show you today is called the Fluffy Heart Braid. Now this one is actually a little bit more of an intermediate type of braid, but it's honestly one of my all-time favorite Valentine's hairdos that we've done.
Hairstyle, what I've done is pulled her hair up into an elastic at the top, and you can see I've left roughly an inch above each ear, and I left some little face framing pieces down just to soften the look too. I'm going to show you how to do this not using a top detail in case you don't have one. But you basically just find the center of the elastic, create a little hole using your fingers, and you go all the way through. So can you see how my finger's down here? So you just make a nice little hole, and then you're just going to flip that hair right through that hole. And we're going from the bottom up towards the ceiling on this flip. what it gives you by doing that is this nice little lift. You see how it has that little lift to it? That's exactly what we're looking for in this hairstyle. Once you've done that, you can take this section and you're gonna divide off one little side piece here and one little side piece on the left. Try to get them about as even as possible. Check them. Okay, and once you have the two little pieces to the sides like this, then you are going to take this middle part and for now, just elastic it out of the way, or you can clip it out of the way or whatever works. Okay, so we're gonna start with this right section. What we want to do is create a 3-strand braid. So we're gonna take this one little section we have, divide it into 3 strands that are even, and then go ahead and do a normal braid. And I'm not doing super tight braid, I'm not doing super loose, I would just say it's medium. Like I'm not doing crazy, crazy tight either. When you get to about here, then I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna pull the edges. So I'm really gonna pull, but I'm just pulling one little side edge if possible. You can see all the way up, pull, and then as I go farther up, some of these pieces down here, I have to go back and retug. Pancake them all the way up. So you can just see, just going back and making sure every piece has a nice little pancaked feel to it, like that. And then I'm just gonna secure it with an elastic. Okay, so we're gonna repeat on this left side too. So divide the hair into 3 even strands, and then just do a regular braid. When you get about here, go back and again, just grab those outside edges. And you can see I'm only doing the outside edge. I'm not doing the inside edge of both sides. You'll see why in a minute, but for now, just do that. Now we're gonna secure that with an elastic as well while we work on the middle for a second. Okay, this middle piece we just want really nice and straight and smooth, but also fluffy. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm just gonna add a little back combing to this top part right here, right at the base. I'm gonna do 2 sections here because I really want it to like puff up and be fluffy. Then I'm just gonna go back and smooth it because I want it smooth too. And when you feel like you have as much fluff or height as you want, then just kind of gather it with your fingers. I'm gonna take just a tiny little bit of wax spray and spray on there to just help with she's got some flyaways because her hair is so fine. Like this, and then I'm gonna take this piece and add it in, and this piece and add it in, like this. And then I'm gonna take another elastic and secure it all at the bottom. Now I'm just gonna secure it all together for right now, and then I'll remove those other 2 elastics that you can see. This is just an easier way to do it all at once. Then you can go back and just pull those out. Okay, when you get to this point, you need to go back and just retug any sections that for any reason have come less fluffed. And then what I do is just go take my fingers right at the top and really give that a pull, because that's gonna give you a lot better heart shape. Comb the ends out. And there you have the fluffy heart hairstyle. Okay guys, let's do the final spin. Such a cute heart.
You guys let me know which Valentine's hairstyle you're gonna be using this year, and I hope that you guys all have an amazing Valentine's Day. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, you can do it by clicking here. You can find a ton of other Valentine's ideas over here for hairstyles, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.